Good morning, guys. It's Wendy. Do I have my phone the right way? Yes. So I said 10:15 I was going to show you guys a live video with DIY, but as usual I'm running behind. So I got a wild hair and I thought, you know what? I'm going to show y'all why I'm late and just kind of walk you through what I do before I get to the cottage. I've got a crazy little setup here for my phone and my car, but I'm getting ready to go into the post office. Every morning I have to take packages. Thank goodness we have some orders. I just have one this morning, so every morning I'm going to pre-sanitize my hands before I go in. By the way, if you guys need hand sanitizer, I got this at Granite Drug and right here in Granite Falls, and they have a new one that you can just spray, and it's nice. So I usually spray my hands before I go in and when I come out, even if I don't touch anything. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a good morning. So anyway, we're going to walk in here to the post office with this package. I don't know if they're going to like being videoed, so you may only see me if they don't want to be on it. And there may be a few other people in here that might not appreciate being on it. So we're just going to walk in, and anyway, I appreciate the post office workers. They're having to work through this, and they're having to deal every time I come here, the parking lot's full. So they are following guidelines, which I appreciate, but I appreciate them. So if y'all have to go to your post office, make sure you thank your UPS people, USPS folks that are still working. All right, let's go inside here, guys. So if you're just joining in, I'm Wendy from Cottage 321. We are going to be doing a DIY this morning when I get to the cottage, but right now I'm running a little late. But I wanted to show you guys what I have to do every morning. I'm at the post office every morning. I go to the post office to bring any packages that people have ordered online, and I bring them to the post office every morning. So here's a trick I do. I don't touch the handles. If they push in on the doors, I just push with my butt and go in. And so when you get here, let me show you guys. See, they've got places for you to stand and wait, and they only allow 2 people in. They only allow 2 people to go in. I'm going to switch this around so you guys can see. They limit 2 people to go inside the glassed-in area. So anyway, I'm just going to wait out here. I'm going to switch it back around so I can talk to y'all. I could go inside, but I'm going to wait. There's one guy still in there. I'm just going to wait a few minutes. Okay. Let me pre-ask them. Do you guys mind being on Facebook Live?
Facebook Live?
No? Okay, they don't want to be. But anyway.
Why?
We're just...
Why are you doing Facebook? What's that mean?
want to show my appreciation to these ladies for what they're doing for us. But do y'all want to be on it? No. Okay, they're not allowed. So they're looking at me, not you guys. But I want to thank y'all personally because I know you're having to deal with the public. I appreciate it.
We wouldn't be here, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Heck is Facebook Live?
Do you know what Facebook is?
Sort of.
You should check it out. It's kind of a big deal. Guys, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But anyway, if you guys go to the post office, I'm kind of blushing probably a little bit. I don't know if y'all could hear them, but the lady at the front counter, she said she appreciates us because if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have a job and they wouldn't be there. So anyway, make sure that y'all let them know that you appreciate them. Okay, I'm getting in my car. Ugh. I know this is weird. I've got a cup holder for my little phone thing to sit in. And this is a super bad angle. Y'all get to see my little turkey neck. So anyway, I think I'm going to end this little live right here because it's probably not safe to be driving with the phone going. So we'll pick back up when I get to the cottage. I may be just a few minutes late. We are going to do a DIY. I'm going to finish up a couple projects that we started. So anyway, guys, I'll be back in just a few minutes going live. So hang on. I'll see you in a little bit. So good morning. I'm Wendy Perry. I'm the owner of Cottage 321 Boutique in Hudson, North Carolina. And we are one of the businesses also affected by COVID-19. By executive order, we have been closed to the public. However, I am still here busting my tail trying to do curbside business with phone orders, online orders, and we're also shipping items. I'm very encouraged that we will probably be opening up quicker than we thought, but I'm okay if we go slow at it, because I would rather be safe than sorry. I'm sure you guys would be too. Let me show you guys. Last week we worked on this suitcase, and I think Friday we got this part on, and I wanted to show you that I added a second little piece that I cut out. I'm probably going to make a I'm going to make a YouTube video to show you all the steps that I did on this, but I added this bottom half and it wrapped around. I'm going to show you guys a little bit closer. I will show you a YouTube video on it, and I just stressed it by doing a little bit of light sanding, but I love how this turned out. I think it's so cute. And anyway, I even like how it looks on the metal. Can y'all see that hinge? It's just cool. Nobody will ever see that part, but that's the part I love. So I did add a little bit of our Old Navy because I got a little bit too heavy hand with my sanding on this part, and so I went back and I added a little bit of navy, and I probably will end up going back and sanding even a little bit more. And I actually added a little bit of pink on this flower as well. But I love how it turned out. It's really pretty. So I mentioned to you guys that I might paint the inside. So that might be part of what we do today. I think I want to paint this inside that pretty little pink color that's on the front. And I may do something right here in this middle part. So if I ever wanted to display stuff inside of here, it would look good. But this will be a great little storage piece for blankets or scarves or just toys or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to set this aside because I also got the material to fix our mirror that we started on 2 weeks ago. And I'm not sure if this will work or not. So you guys are here to see if it does. I'm going to just move the suitcase out of the way for a second and we'll bring it back. Remember this frame we painted last week? I love how it turned out. So what I'm going to do now is try to attach our mirror back on. This thing is huge. So I went to the hardware store and I got some rope. I think my rope's a little bit bigger. So I'm not sure if my staple in this will work or not, but we're going to try. Let me slide my computer up a little bit so that I've got room to put this on here. And the mirror was hand cut. There's some nastiness on the inside of this frame. Tear some of this stuff off. Tear some of this off. Let me wipe it off a little bit with this rag. So I've got the mirror right here. And it's going to take me a minute because I think it was hand cut. And I think it's got to be in here a specific way to fit correctly. So it may take me a minute to fiddle with it. So y'all bear with me. Okay. Just sit this into the frame. I may have to like turn it around. Me and my husband have been watching The Last Dance with Michael Jordan's story and Scottie Pippen the last couple of nights, and so I was doing my Michael Jordan impression, the tongue. You gotta hold your tongue just right to get the mirror in. Oh, it fit. Yeah. Got it in. Fits in there perfect. So I'm going to see if this is going to work. I got 8 foot of rope. I hope it's long enough. It might not be. I don't think it's going to be long enough. But we'll at least get part of it in. So the way that they had did it is they basically, yep, I didn't get long enough. I got 8 foot. Probably needed 10. So I'm going to do what I've got, and then I'll just have to go back and get some more. Yeah, I'm short a foot. And that's crazy. All right, let me see if my stapler will actually even go through this. So what I'm going to do is try to staple into the wood of the frame. I've got an electric stapler. It's kind of like what you would use to do upholstery with. So let's see if this is going to work. Let me see. Y'all still see me okay? It's kind of scary. Nope, I don't think it's going to work. Let me get in there a little tighter. Make sure I don't hit myself. My staples aren't long enough, so I'm going to have to go get some longer staples. We'll try this again the next time. I tried. I could probably use tacks. I could probably tack it in. I don't know where my tacks are, but I could probably tack that in too, and that might be what I do. I've got a little hammer and these cute little tacks, and I might do that as well. So anyway, I tried. So that's that. I'm going to set this aside. I'll be right back, and we'll start working on that suitcase. We are going to paint the inside of this beautiful thing. I'm going to wipe it down real quick. I had wiped it down one time, but let me just make sure I've got it wiped down again. A little bit of old crusty dirt in here. So I am going to use this pink color. It's called Tickled Pink. And it's a little bit darker than that. Let me see what my other pink looks like. I think I'll use this one instead. This one's lighter. Or I may go back and just streak some of that in there. This one's called Pink Lady. It's very pretty. Pour it out. I'm gonna probably need a lot, so I'll pour quite a bit. I don't know where my grip brush is. I can't find it. So this is a pretty brush. You can use any brush you want, but I like my grip brush a little bit better. I'll show it to you. It's more ergonomic, and the bristles are synthetic, and they just don't have as much brush stroke marks, so I like it a lot. But I'm just going to use my Purdy. I'm just going to start painting this interior real quick. This is called Pink Lady. It's just a real light, pretty light pink. Y'all see that okay? And I'm going to show you guys a close-up of the hardware. I painted the hardware and then I lightly sanded it, and I love how it turned out. Looks really cute. I like this color. I like this soft pink. I'm going to stick with this. And because the way I'm painting this so rough, I'll probably get some pink on the other side, and I'll just touch it up with my blue afterwards. Alright, I think I'll have to flip this over because it is shaking too much. It'd be easier to paint like that. Let me stick something underneath that top so it has something to hold. Sit on. Yeah, that's easier. I really don't think this will need but one coat. It's going on pretty good. There's just like an old paper on top of this, on the inside of this, that's covering it. So I'm just going to paint it light pink. I might come back with either a stencil or one of our part of that same transfer they used on the front to put in this top part. So I'm not being real careful. I'm just going for it. I can touch up any areas that I don't like. This is Farmhouse Paint. Farmhouse Paint, it is a low VOC chalk consistency paint. Pretty much sticks to just about anything. It'll stick to metal, wood, drywall, glass, which mirrors glass, also mirrors, plastic, vinyl. I've even painted leather with this. And supposedly you can use it on fabric, but you got to do some special stuff to it to make it not be crunchy. And one day, that's another project I want to try, is to paint some furniture or paint some fabric and see how it does. That might be our next project, actually. I bought a really cool chair that I thought would be good for that, and it's down in the basement just waiting for me to play with it. So that might be our next one. Just going to get some more paint right here. This color is Pink Lady. Alright, I'm almost got the top done. I think I'm just going to try to hit that edge a little bit there. So anyway, just putting a coat of this Pink Lady. Putting a coat of Pink Lady here, and I'm gonna put a little bit more. This thing's so old, the paper's bubbling up just a little bit. I'm hoping I'm not gonna have to peel it off. That would not be fun. We'll figure it out. So what I'm doing is painting the inside of this just to make it cute. So if I did want to display some things in it, it'll look nice. I might put a transfer on the top to make it even cuter. All right, I'm just about done with this. So yesterday was a little bit quiet here. I didn't have as many orders. And so to keep myself from getting upset and worrying, I start projects. So we've got some big things that when we do get opened up, that's going to be happening here at Cottage once we get to reopen. We got some fun news that's going to be shared, but don't want to share it until we know when we're opening. But I started moving stuff around. When y'all get to come back, I want the store to look really cute and different. So I've started moving stuff around, but before it can look pretty, it looks terrible. It's a huge mess right now. So one little project totally wreaks havoc on the whole store, because if I want to move something here, then I got to move those things to another spot. Anyway, it's just like a domino effect. So the store, I'm hoping to have it totally up and looking really cute when y'all can come back. Hopefully we will be back open soon. All right, it is a little bit streaky in places, so I might come back and hit that again. I'm gonna put this in a little plastic baggie if I can find one. I've shared this tip with you guys before. If you know you're gonna be using some more paint, this will just save you from washing your brush multiple times. I just put it in a plastic baggie, try to get it airtight, as airtight as I can get it, so that I won't have to reload that. And sometimes, like, even if I have a bunch of paint in my bag, I'll look for like a Lowe's bag, or yeah, like I got a little grocery bag, so I'm gonna stick that in there because this stuff dries really fast. So I'm just gonna stick that in there so it won't dry out. And I'm going to set that aside. I had somebody ask me to show some of our jewelry that's along the wall in our store. You're going to see some of our mess if I do that, but we have lots of jewelry, guys, that I haven't got to the website. We're working on it, but I don't know that I'll ever be able to get it all on there. I would like to share some of it with you, and we'll let this dry. We only got a few more minutes till the store is going to be open anyway, so I'm going to take this down and walk around with you guys and show you some of our things. I've got to turn the lights on, so it'll take me just a minute. So you're going to see some mess. You're going to see a little bit of my mess that's going on too. Give me a second. I'll give you all a close up. I've got one coat on the, let me turn this up. I got one coat on the inside of the suitcase there, and that's called Pink Lady. I like that color. I think it's going to look really cute. Let me show you the back side of this. I think it's going to look cute with these colors right here and right here. It just kind of blends together. So I can give you a closer look too. Oh, look! Ah! Let me wipe that off real quick. Oh my gosh. Mess. Oh no. I'm sitting y'all down. Let me go grab a something wet to fix that. Y'all got to see that up close and personal. I'm grabbing a wet rag real quick. So I made a mess, y'all. I was being sloppy. It's still wet, so I should be able to wipe that off. And I'll come back with my blue paint, the French blue, and touch that up. But didn't even think about that dripping. Behind the scenes, right? And I'll be able to get that off with some Gooby Gone. I don't like drip marks because they're hard to sand, so I'll touch that up later. But anyway, let me show you guys. That was sad. But I added this part from here and it wrapped around to there. But look how, I think that looks so cool. And then let me show you the handles. Oh my gosh, y'all. I made a mess. Wipe that off. I'll have to do some sanding. I'll sand that off and repaint it. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it just messes up. But anyway, let me show you. I'll retouch all that up. I don't know if you can see that good. Let me hold it up to the light. See that hardware? How it's I just kind of sanded around the edges. I love that. I think that looks cool. That looks pretty cool. Let me open this back up so it don't get glued shut by the paint. We're going to let that dry. Okay, guys. I'm having a good day. I'm going to go turn some lights on. Let me switch this around where y'all can see. Hey. It's going to be a little bit dark because I've got the lights off. I'm turning this into a selfie stick real quick. Let me go turn the lights on. All right, so here's a little bit of a mess. I moved this cabinet from our garden room to the middle of this room. And then, I'm not gonna let you see that mess. It's just total, like everything everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all some of our gorgeous furniture, gorgeous jewelry. I'm turning on a few lights. Let me turn on this light over here so you can see it well. So we have, I actually have on one of their bracelets. This is Good Works Makes a Difference. It's an awesome company. Good Works actually donates like 10% of all their sales to different, they're out of New York, but they donate to different companies, good humanitarian kind of things. So everything they sell, they donate 10%. They're awesome. I've met the owner of this company in Atlanta, and she's super sweet. And the girls that work for them are also awesome. So I'm going to show y'all some of this jewelry. It's so pretty. It's not on our website. I'm going to try to get it on there, but there's so many onesie pieces that have different sayings on them that it's almost impossible. So what I'm going to suggest to you is, if you see something you really like on this post, call the phone and place a phone order, or send me PM a message to me, but calling on the phone is better. Yay, FedEx is showing up with some stuff. I'll have to open the door for them here in just a minute. Let me make sure they know I'm here. All right, he knows I'm here. Sorry, guys. You're getting to see live and personal here. I don't know if he's going to want to be on the video either, so we'll just kind of hang out here for a minute. Oh, it's a big box. Hey, how are you? Do you mind just setting that in there? I'm doing a Facebook Live.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for helping us out. Yay, FedEx. Yay. Let's see what that's from. Let's see here. It is from, oh, y'all. It's puzzles. True South puzzles. So our puzzles are restocked, and I might have one or two new ones. Yay. So I'm going to turn the phone around so you guys can see this jewelry, okay? I'm going to show you the good works. Let me switch it here. Okay, so these are Good Works bracelets, and these are leather bands, and they just have awesome, these are the scripture bracelets, and I love that leather band. It has a magnetic clasp, and they're super strong, y'all. When you're eating dinner, you will lift up your fork and your silverware with that magnet. It's super strong. So that one's really cool. I think they all probably say something different. Let's see this one. I can't read it because I haven't. Let's see what this says. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Isn't that sweet? I love that. So it's a bunch of different ones that have scripture. This one's really pretty. Let me show you this one. I love that band. And this one, let's see. Sorry, y'all. Make sure I don't have it upside down. What's that say? If you remain in me, in my words. That's awesome. So that's John 15:7. I can't read it, y'all. I don't have my glasses on. All right, here's some cool rings. I've got paint on my hands, so y'all probably can't see this really good, but this one, I have this one. Let me put it on. I have this one, and I think it's really cool. And this one is adjustable. It's kind of like a cuff. Look at the paint on my hands. That's funny. This little ring right here, my mom and dad gave me that ring when I turned 21. Isn't that sweet? And I'm too fat to wear my wedding ring anymore, so I wear that one a lot. But this is a Good Works ring. What's it called? This one's called, it was $29. It's now $21.99. I'll give y'all an extra 20% off. So this is Prosper. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. I'll show you a few other ones. We got a few that these are stackable. This one says Faith. This one says Fearless. That one's Fearless. I think this is also a stackable one. Isn't that pretty? It's only $20.99. I'll give you 20% off of that if you like that. These are also really cute. This is also stackable. That's really pretty. It says Shine, and it's also a little bit adjustable, I guess. Oops, put it in there. That's awesome. So that's just a few. There's some cute little earrings here. If you guys love any of this jewelry that I'm showing you, I will give you 20% off the lowest price. These are really pretty. They're metal cuff bracelets. Let's see. They were $36, been marked down $26.99, and now there'll be an extra $20. So that's a cross, but it has some wonderful, let's see if I can read it. I need my glasses on. Anyway, it says God. Anyway, I can't read it, y'all. It's some kind of scripture on there. Oh, I think it says, with God all things are possible. That's awesome. So that's a beautiful bracelet. I think it like hinges right there. So those, I've got a bunch of different ones of those. Here, these are really pretty. These also have scripture on them. I'm sorry, this is not very good. I'm not doing it very well. Very, very shaky here. So this one's really pretty. It looks better on, I guarantee you. Let me see if I can turn this around where y'all can see it. But this has a giant magnet clasp on it. And this is all one bracelet. These also have scripture on them. They were $36.99, now $26.99. I'll try to get some better pictures of these and post them. I'll like see the prices. Instead of getting them on the website, I might just like post them to Facebook and you guys can call to purchase them. But they're beautiful. We also have some really cute necklaces. There's one with a cross. Actually, y'all, they donate 25%. I thought it was just 10. They donate 25%. So it helps people in need. I think that's awesome. Cute little cross. Let's see, what else do I have? Y'all saw those. Here's some more bracelets. They're really pretty. Let me get out of the sunlight there. These are gorgeous. They're also been marked down like 25%. I'll give you an extra 20% off. So that's that. Let me stick that back up there. So that's Good Works. I have some more right here. They're just gorgeous, y'all. Let me see if I can get this up. They're really pretty. These are $23.99. And I think these, like, I'd say faith, hope, grace, stuff like that. They're all very inspirational. I love this company. They're really sweet. They also have this cute little necklace. It's very cute as well, and it's been marked down to $12.99 with the extra 20% off. It's cute. Let's see, what else do I have? I'm waiting for, I've got a friend that's doing curbside pickup, and I thought she was going to be here sometime soon, so I was really wanting y'all to see how that worked. Let me see if I can find some more. Oh, these are awesome. Look at all these earrings that we do not have up yet. These are Jane Marie and some other ones that I've gotten at the market. Oh, I think she's here, y'all. I'm going to switch it around. Good morning, beautiful. All right, I'm coming out, and you're going to be on film. You cool with it? Okay, all right. I'm going to flip this around, and I'll be out in just a second. Thank you. All right, y'all. So this is Gina David Price. You guys, it's Gina Price. Most of y'all know her. She's awesome. She doesn't know this, but I'm giving her order for free today for her doing that. So we'll see what kind of reaction we get. I'm going to switch it around so you guys will see her. So just so y'all know, we do curbside. We do curbside, and basically this is what I do. You guys place an order online, or if you place it over the phone, you can come by and pick it up. You call when you hit the parking lot, and we bring it out to you. So there's our beautiful friend Gina in her car. I'm gonna walk right up to this door right here. Hey girl. Hey Gina. Good morning. You don't look rough, you look beautiful.
Oh, thanks. You're both rocking.
Well, listen, this is yours for free on me. Yes. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for supporting Cottage 321. We love you, and we appreciate y'all so much. And I hope you and David and the whole family is being safe and healthy.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Thank you.
Bye. Have an awesome day.
All right, I love you.
Love you. Bye-bye. So anyway, guys, I start crying. Whew, I start crying whenever I start talking to people because I miss them so bad. But anyway, y'all, that's our curbside. And she just bought a cute little t-shirt that, you know, it didn't cost me much. And she deserved that. She has bought several things for me since we've gone through this mess. And she deserved that. So, thank y'all for watching. I think I better end it because I'm supposed to be open now. It's 10 after 11. So, I'm going to open the store up. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. If you want to help me out, you want to help support Cottage 321, you want to help a support business, share this video. Share this video to your own personal page and help us get a wider audience so that we can grow. Guys, I love y'all, and I can't wait to see you again. And I'm going to end it right now. Love you. Have a great Wednesday. Love you.